think some of our experiences might be worthwhile. First of all, we've founded our community on spiritual principles, not beliefs, but practice. The idea of meditation. When people live together, as we have about 60 people in our community, all the time, there could easily come friction if people didn't have this buffer zone of inner peace. The fact of meditating every day makes it possible for people to sort of go along with the tide of human differences, to be able to accept what people say, which is different from your own ideas, and with this kind of mutual respect that comes from having peace yourself, you find almost no, I think probably we could say no friction in the community, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Another very important thing is that we don't try to practice an intense form of togetherness. We feel that every man has a right and a need for personal privacy. I think one of the mistakes that communities have made is this thought that we're all one family and we've got to prove it day in and day out. And there comes a point where you begin to find little tiny differences become magnified. Our chance to have a certain amount of privacy, our idea of having our own homes, our idea of being together as much as we want to naturally instead of trying to live up to some kind of theory of togetherness, I think has been a great advantage for us. Another great advantage has been, I think, the feeling in the community of not just locking our doors against the world, but feeling that we are here also to serve the world. I don't mean the world, the whole planet Earth, but that little bit of the world that wants whatever we might have to offer to them. So these are a few of the things that have been helpful to us. The main thing has been that we are united in the search for God and for spiritual principles. And where you and I can discover any number of reasons for seeing ourselves to be different, there is one basis on which we may claim that we are all the same. And that is that we are all expressions of the same God. We are all children of the same God. And if we live on that level, then there really isn't even a tendency for friction or sense of difference.